So genetically, I think we're all sculpted differently, and there's, you know, parts of the body that you just, as much as you try, as much as you work out, as heavy as you lift, as persistent and consistent you are, it just doesn't get there. So there were areas in my rear, I should say, that I kind of wanted it to be aesthetically just completely round, and as many exercises as I would try to do to fix that, it just wouldn't fully give me that ending result. So I looked into Sculptra, knowing that it's something gradual. It's not as invasive as, for instance, a BBL, going to have invasive surgery and having to recover so long from it. I liked the fact that it was, you know, Sculptra is something that is slow. It's not, it just comes naturally, so it's not like somebody's gonna be like, what happened to you? What's this big, huge difference, you know?
It takes a while.
It takes a while because Sculptra's, you know, within months is when you start seeing the production of the collagen, which fills in those empty spaces, should we say. And that's exciting for me. I work hard for my body, but Sculptra kind of just gave me that little extra that I just couldn't get at the gym. You know.
Genetics and lifestyle couldn't produce that. So
yeah, you know, there's. I think we all hit a plateau. I think at some point you can do as much exercise as you want, but aesthetically, if your body's just structured a certain way, there's just nothing you can do about it unless you have invasive surgery and implants, which most of us don't want to do. You know, it's a lot of life-threatening side effects. Things could go wrong with surgeries. You can have an imbalance and imperfection, and then you want to go and, you know, fix it, and it's more money. So Sculptra was just something that I looked into, and I loved it. Yeah, so my issue was kind of like I had the dips in my hip, and again, genetics. So I had the muscle tone, and it was just kind of like filling in that little extra area where there was like this gap. And it feels great. So what was once kind of empty and hollow and kind of didn't have that fullness or that volume, the Sculptra definitely filled that in for me. So I'd say you start seeing results within about 4 to 5 months of getting the Sculptra. Which is exciting, because even the exercise, it's like, you know, I'm doing squats, and then like in a month, I'm like, wow, this is great, you know, because you know where you inject and you see the difference, so it's fantastic.
Great.
It's exciting, it's an exciting product. I love it. Yeah, so initially when we began, there was of course a pinch, but the product itself has kind of a numbing. So I'd say
it does. It's mixed with numbing. That's correct.
Yeah, so it has this numbing to it. So once I got that first initial injection, it was just easy sailing after that. Oh yeah, Sculptra's like in and out. You're in the office, you just come out and you just go on with your daily activities. It doesn't stop you from doing anything. So once again, you know, going back to just surgery versus aesthetic. Sculptra's the way to go if you want that just, you know, subtle, slow, increasing modification in your body, right? And that's what you want. You know, you don't want to look done. You don't want to look, I wish I could find a better word than fake, but you just want to look natural.
Full but natural.
Yeah, for sure. You have a great staff, first off. You are great, but your staff is amazing. They're such a great support system, and just the comfort level. So that's first and foremost. When I went to that other clinic, it was just not professional. You know, I was waiting there for like 2 hours, and then they just took forever. And when they came back, I mean, they just kind of, it was just not professional. I was bruised much more. I had a lot more lumps, and I had to massage for so much longer. Absolutely. So I always said it, like, your products are so great. I don't know if you put this magical dust on your products, but that other clinic there was no results from that whatsoever. And I have done a substantial amount of Sculptra at that clinic, and it just, one session with you was just such a huge difference.